Good morning, sleepyheads. Hey, so today we're going to be making Robin's mask. Let's go! So first you're going to need your black material. If you want, you can check out my fabric haul, which shows exactly which materials I'm using. Then I've got my netting for the eyes. Fashion. And then I've got these two patterns for a wide set and narrow set eyes for the Robin mask that I drew, and I'm putting them on my Tumblr and on my DeviantArt. Then you're going to need some scissors, some E6000 glue of strong, and a sewing machine. And some thread too. Let's do this! So first you're going to start out by tracing around the Robin mask. And then cutting out just a little bit around the outside, just like half an inch, quarter inch outside. Probably more like a quarter inch. And then you can just cut the inside out to the line. This fabric doesn't really fray, so it's alright. And here we go. Looks pretty good already. Perfect. Then putting on some gloves for safety of our skin. We're going to begin by cutting from the edge of where we cut down to the line on each of the points and indents of the little triangle-y parts. We're going to make some flaps that we're going to glue down. We go. Sort of like that. And then you're going to want to take your E6000 glue and do some nice good thick lines and press down, folding over the little flaps that we just kind of made. What we're doing is we're trying to make an area where spirit gum can go. It might take a little bit of time holding them down to let the glue dry because it does take a little bit for E6000 to start to set, so be patient. Then you're going to want to just basically do that all the way around the mask. Here's a slightly better angle of what I'm doing. So I'm just holding it down, then adding some more glue on the next flap, flipping it over, then holding it down, pressing it down, making sure all the edges are good. And here we go. Then what you're going to want to do is any of the overlapping parts, sticking out bits, you're going to want to cut off with your scissors. Alright, and then so you're going to want to take your cloth and fold it over as many times as you can so that way you can still see comfortably, but it's more opaque. For me, it's about 7 layers. Then you're going to want to cut that out. And then take your mask and very gently trace a little bit bigger than the eye holes. So I'm just marking the corners very lightly and then going just a bit around that. Make sure that you can't see the marker or the markings through the mask. And then you're going to want to take some straight pins. And I'm pinning it down the middle, in between where I have the two trace outs. Trace outs? Sure, we'll pretend that's a word. And then I'm going on the sides of the fabric, like all around the square. We just want to hold it in place so that way it doesn't move when we're trying to sew this. There we go. Double check to make sure that you can still see through your holes. And now we sew. So I'm going to be sewing along the lines that I have created. My machine is super finicky with this fabric, and I do not know why. So sew along the edges, and then turn the fabric, and sew along the next edge, and turn the fabric, and then sew along the final edge. All right. And then just cut off your strings, and that's what we've got. Take out a couple of the pins so you don't stab yourself. And then do it on the other side. And that's what we got. So then what you're going to want to do is cut just a little bit outside of where you did your sewing. Cut down the middle. And then you want to make sure that they match up with your mask. Then what you're going to want to do is take your E6000 again, and I know I should be wearing gloves, and do a nice thick line around the opening eye area of the mask, and press down the eye patches, I guess we can call them now. And make sure that you're having them lined up by flipping it over the other way. Make sure that you're still good. You'll want to push down very hard and let it seep through a bit. And then I'm going around over the top just to, because we got a lot of layers here. I want to make sure that everything becomes one, and I'm just brushing that in with the tip of the nozzle, making sure everything's good. Let that dry, and then cut around any of the pieces of fabric that are sticking up that, you know, go past the edge of the masks. That way you can't see them on the other side. Do this after this is fully dry, otherwise you'll peel up the eye patches. There we go. A beautiful, beautiful robin mask. A few final trims, try and get it. Make sure everything's down, and there we go. Beautiful robin mask. Alright guys. Oh my god, I look so much like Robin. Not. Whatever. Okay, so I hope that this was very helpful for you guys. It certainly was for me. And that's all I've got for you guys today, and I will see you next time.